Hi folks, this is Jeremy and you are watching RetroFat. Just a tiny bit of housekeeping first. Last video, I said I wanted to come in today having lost 100 pounds as I was down 96 pounds last time. Unfortunately, I did not make it. I did lose. I'm now 98 pounds down. So I lost 2 pounds. I'm not quite there yet, but hopefully next time. It is slow weight loss, which I'm very okay with. Roughly a pound a week. You know what? I'll take it. That is nice and sustainable. That's what I'm trying to do here. I'll be doing some YouTube shorts as well as posting on Instagram and TikTok about my weight loss and all that. I won't necessarily do as many long form videos. They just don't perform as well here, but I'll still do a quick weight loss update with each RetroFat video that I do. I am, after all, RetroFat, trying to become RetroFit. Now, today we are watching episode 4 of season 1, Close Encounters, directed by John Tracy, written by Kate Boutilier. I think I'm saying her name correctly. This aired on May 17th, 1988, with a 16.1 rating and a 27 share. Now, just as a reminder, a 16.1 rating means that 16.1% of all TV-owning households were tuned into the show, and a 27 rating means that 27% of all TVs that were turned on were tuned in to the program. So out of 100 homes with a TV, about 16 of those homes are watching the program, and of those who had their TVs on, more than 1 in 4, or 27%, were watching. We don't really see these kind of numbers today, just because we have more networks now than we did in 1988, but still, for 1988, these numbers were phenomenal. This particular week, Just the 10 of Us was tied at number 13 in ratings. They were tied with the sitcom Amen. This is better than Growing Pains at 22, which admittedly was a rerun that week. Now, in the interest of fairness, most of the shows that were in the top 15 that week were reruns, but coming in at 13 for a show this new, still impressive. Just for clarity, the top 15 that week were in order: The Cosby Show and A Different World were tied at number 1. At number 3, Cheers. At number 4, The Incredible Hulk Returns. At number 5, Night Court. Number 6, Bob Hope Special. Number 7, Golden Girls. Number 8, 60 Minutes. At number 9, Unsolved Mysteries. At 10, the American Comedy Awards. At 11, Who's the Boss? 12, Murder, She Wrote. Tied at 13, Just the 10 of Us and Amen. And then at 15, a show called Jagged Edge. Now, if you're curious where I am getting this data, I'm getting it from USA Today through ProQuest. All of this is linked on Wikipedia, so it's maybe publicly accessible, but full disclosure, I do work at a university, so I'm accessing it through my employer. So that's where I'm getting this. Okay, so let's dive into the episode. I am going to do a slightly different transitions and filming process here. It'll ultimately look the same. If you're just kind of idly listening, you won't even notice the difference, but I am doing it a little differently because I've had a little bit of issues with my audio drifting, so I'm hoping this will fix that. So let's get into it.
This is an Australian bush hat, but Australia is a very windy place, so they combine this hat with another one of their inventions, the boomerang, and got this. A hat that will still blow off, but come right back to you.
It's a race and I know I can win it, 'cause I'm learning the rules of the game. If I can stay on the ball, take it minute by minute, I just might make the Hall of Fame. What can I say? I'm doing it the best I can. Leaning on nobody but me. Oh, seeing it from where I stand. Nothing comes easy. Oh, I'm always bringing home second places at the end of every one of my daisies. A house with all of the
The boomerang hat was a good gag. I think this is our last stand routine, but this was a nice and quick, super easy cold open. It was fun.
Marie will be camped out with the St. Augustine faculty group. Now, here's the number of the park ranger station in case you...
I have to get a hold of your dad.
Right. Now, I know we're only going to be gone one night, but...
better safe than sorry.
Right.
My elephant gun, Boanna. Elizabeth, I'm going to pack the car.
Okay. When your father first suggested this camp out, I had real mixed feelings because on the one hand, I knew that it was real important for your dad to make some new friends at his school. But on the other hand, I was so worried about leaving you kids alone overnight. But then I remembered how adult and responsible you are. Oh, Maria.
You're welcome. Sorry.
Elizabeth!
In a minute, honey.
Yo, Dad! Daddy, we need to talk. And we're speaking for all the kids. Except Marie. See,
Hey, kids, don't you think it's a little odd that your dad's laying spread eagle in the living room? No? Well, it is. Come on, the two of you roll me over. Oh, thanks.
Anyways, I was saying, we all took a vote. We don't want you to leave Marie in charge while you're gone.
Why not? She's the oldest.
The minute you guys leave, she turns into Hitler.
You calling Marie Hitler? What do you know about Hitler?
Just that he was the head of the Nazi party and he led Germany into the worst war in history, destroying not only Germany, but all of Europe.
Wendy, Cindy, Connie.
Yes, Daddy?
Don't yes, daddy me. Your mother needs this trip. She needs a chance to meet some people and make some new friends. This isn't like New York where you open the door and there's hundreds of people of all sizes, shapes, and perversions.
Oh, all right, now, honey,
Make sure everybody does their homework.
Right. Well, we're off.
Okay.
We'll see you all tomorrow night.
Bye, Mom.
Okay.
Bye, Daddy.
Have a good time. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. What are we gonna do? We're gonna do exactly what we planned to do.
How are we going to get away with it with Marie in charge? How?
Will you trust me?
That's funny.
I enjoyed the physical comedy of Graham falling down because he's overloaded. We don't see a lot of physical comedy from him that readily comes to mind, but this was a good gag. I also have to say that Marie, at only the age of 16, is going to be in charge of 5 other kids overnight. That is something that I do not feel would necessarily happen in a sitcom today. But there we have it. Now, Marie is obviously a very mature 16-year-old, but she is still a minor. So I feel like in a sitcom today, they would have... I don't know, they might have had Father Hargis or Dwayne looped in to be like the adult in charge while they weren't there. I don't know. This feels a little different. So Graham was saying that the trip is for Elizabeth to meet people. And I'm realizing as I say this that the only friend we ever see Elizabeth have in this show is Graham. We never have a girlfriend. And had this show gone on beyond 3 seasons, might that have been something that could have occurred. We also see Wendy starting to scheme. And Cindy, not dumb yet. We're still in smart Cindy territory. At the very least, non-dumb Cindy territory. So, almost, but not quite. Now, in my comments last week, somebody made the comment that they felt the first 6 episodes of the show were what was intended to be the entirety of season 1. So I'm going to pay attention to that and see if Cindy starts getting smart with the 3rd episode of season 2. Or sorry, starts getting dumb with the 3rd episode of season 2. Or if she is, if it's a clear delineation.
This is it! I told you I wasn't lost.
So we haven't been walking around in circles all this time.
Welcome, campers!
Hi! Hi! That's Klaus. He and his wife organized this. Great guy. Great sense of humor.
Are you ready for some intense fun? Get it? Intense.
Okay, a good sense of humor.
Hey, everybody! The Lovics are here! Hi! Hey, stop gutting that flounder, honey, and come meet the Lovics. My wife is a wonderful woman when you get that knife out of her hand.
All right, a so-so sense of humor.
Hi, I'm Kate, and when I'm not putting up with my husband, I counsel women at the New Age Women's Center.
Oh?
Is that one of those women's liber deals?
My sympathies.
Well, let's just go around and say who we are, what we do, who we're married to, and who we sleep with.
Holloway, C. Gordon, Latin.
Sydney Keeper Holloway, account executive.
Rod, history, student teacher.
And a good one. I'm Marcia, pre-law.
Jack Romaine, woodshop.
Heidi Romaine, CPA.
Coach Lubbock, phys ed, English, history, et al.
And Elizabeth Lubbock, pregnant.
So we're introduced to Johnny Dark, that's the actor, as Klaus, who will later be a semi-recurring character of Danny from Danny's Pizzeria when we get the Lubbock Babes in season 2. He also played 3 different characters on Growing Pains, so if it's very clear that the creators like to use the same people over and over, which is a thing you see a lot. And I like this. Like, hey, if an actor gets along really well, let's use them again. Now, Klaus's wife is played by Christine Rose. If she looks familiar, it's because she was a very prolific character actress who has done a ton of things and still does. From Matlock to Star Trek The Next Generation to How I Met Your Mother, NCIS. Lots and lots and lots of work. Now, the English teacher in me, I love Graham's et al. Joke. That is a very English teacher joke. It means and others, quite literally. But you use it to like save space when you're citing multiple authors. I also find it very interesting that there are no female teachers here, only men. I think that's an interesting thing. We know there are female teachers. We see them later. At the very least, we see a female teacher later. So something I noticed.
So, what are we gonna do when the guys get here?
I'm working that out all up here. So we're dead.
Why does God waste breasts on girls like you?
Those are dirty enough to wash. They are too. Are not. They smell like pig slop.
I just put Harvey down for a nap.
Now look what you've done.
Bree sure took my clothes.
Why?
She washed them.
Well, that's wrong. See, JR, you're old enough to wash your own clothes.
Could you do a few of my things with this load?
I hate Marie. I hate Sherry. I hate all girls everywhere.
Don't let me interrupt your lounging.
Connie, some women are meant to lounge, and some, like you, are meant to do scum work.
Really?
What is it? What's what? If you aren't finished cleaning this room by the time I get back, there is no TV tonight, young ladies. The boys are coming up the road. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We're dead. It's over. We're finished. How's my makeup?
Okay, here's my plan.
Great.
As soon as they get here, we split with them.
And that's it. People think blondes are dumb.
It's an act.
Right. Just remember, I'm the one who phoned these guys, so I get to pick which one I get.
Hey!
Hi.
Oh,
Whoa! I'm Cindy.
Howie here.
So, Mark. So, Cindy, are you and Howie gonna hang out with me and Mark or what?
Hey! You know Daddy's rules, no boys when he's not around.
Hi, I'm Howie.
That's nice. Leave quietly.
Well, maybe I should just go talk to her. I mean, I'm pretty good with people. Wow, your mom is really cute.
With the "so we're dead" line, Cindy is harsher towards Wendy than she will be later. This is not the Cindy we're going to get later by any means. Wendy's funny. Why does God waste breast on girls like you? That is a great line. I really liked it. I think Connie is... I can't really say she's out of character because this is just the 4th episode. They're still kind of growing everything. But Connie's not a narc, even against Wendy and Cindy. So just she's a little out of character, not wildly. They're still kind of clearly trying to figure this out. And I think I mentioned this the last time, maybe the last 2 times I've watched this episode, because I watched my junky USA syndicated version once, and then I reacted to this nice clean copy the last time I went through, and now I'm restarting here. But regardless, Mark is played by Brandon Douglas. He will show up again in season 3 as a very different character in an episode with Cindy. I always get him mixed up with the actor Chris Young, who I know best from the 1990 film Book of Love. So, I don't know. I also have a little bit of face blindness, so I think that's something I should probably acknowledge is an issue here as well.
Honey, you want gherkins with your salami?
I'm returning that. I want my $1.98 back.
Honey, that's okay. We'll just sleep on the ground.
No, this isn't working out like the way I thought it would.
What are you talking about? This is just like out of a book.
No, you see, books have words. Nobody said any to us. You know, the only thing that'd make this worse is if Alan Alda hopped out of one of these tents and started running around hugging everybody.
Okay, what's really wrong?
Well, I thought this was going to be a chance for you to meet some new people.
Oh, me?
Well, I worry about you. Back in New York, you knew everybody on the block. Out here, they don't even have blocks.
Coach, the men are going to do a little fishing so the women can talk about what zeros we are.
No, thanks. I think I'd rather stay with my...
He's going.
Okay.
Honey, if we're here to make friends, then let's just do it. Okay?
All right. Are you sure you want me to go?
If I'm lying, may God give us triplets.
No, don't say that. Okay. Next time you see me, I'll smell like fish. So, you gents use rods and reels, huh? Me? I fish with my bare hands.
Well, I just sit her down and tell her what I tell all the confused women who come to the center. There's more to life than cooking, cleaning, and being a baby factory.
So we have a very classic foot and mouth situation here. I feel like I need to address this. So personally, this is Jeremy talking. I am pro-choice in all ways. And that means if someone wants to be a stay-at-home mom and have a lot of kids, that is, of course, her right to do so. Now, while I do think having 8 kids is way too many and a very poor life choice, it's still one's choice to do so. And this episode, I think, really showcases the dichotomy of what many view as women's lib. When, other than the clear lack of birth control, I actually think the show is very liberal and very progressive. Elizabeth really does love the life she's created for herself. One thing I will always give credit to this show for, and I think it's why Elizabeth and Graham are my favorite TV parents of pretty much all time. They're certainly the best partners on TV from this era. There are so many shows that have the fat husband, even though Bill Kirchenbauer is, in my opinion, Granted, I'm super fat, but he's in no way fat. He's just a big kind of, you know, husky guy. But so many shows have the fat husband and the hot wife, and then they play it as though they tolerate each other. And these two are clearly into each other, and that is just phenomenal, and I absolutely love it. And on my point, I'm not even sure if I have one here, except to say that being a pro-choice women's libber means, to me, in 2024, that all choices that one enters into willingly, they're all valid, even if that's not the life that you would choose for yourself. So, okay, let's get back to the show.
Hi. I'm Mark Wardrobe from your trig class. I guess you don't remember me.
Not at all.
Third row?
Second seat?
Uh-huh.
I may have seen you.
Listen, I have this technique for ironing shirts. You just start with the collar. I've just been doing this since I was 10.
So I ironed at 8.
I was changing diapers at 7.
I made oatmeal at 6.
Instant oatmeal?
Well, sure. So how many kids are there in your family?
I'm the oldest of 5.
Oh, 5's nothing. You should try 7.
I think being the oldest really stinks.
Oh, you're telling me. You feed them salad, they want junk food. They want to bounce on mom and dad's bed like it's a trampoline. I say it ruins the coils. And they want to have boys over, and I have to say no way.
You're very pretty.
It's not because I don't want boys over.
It's because that's what your parents want, and they put you in charge because you're the oldest.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Did you just say I was pretty?
Yes, very.
Oh.
You're burning.
I know.
Here we see that Marie really just wants to be a kid too. My end game is still Marie Doosler. They're the linchpin of my Just the 10 of Us requel that I'm still holding out hope for. But still, I think this would have been a nice couple for us to have examined for a while as well. Sadly, we never see him again until season 3 when he is someone else.
Marcia, would you like to see some pictures of all my kids?
Yeah.
Not a bad litter for one little baby factory.
Elizabeth! I had a great time. Boy, did I learn a lot.
Primarily, he learned one does not stand up in a canoe.
See, I told you we'd have fun. Aren't these people great?
Yeah.
What's the matter?
Nothing, honey. Really, everything is just fine.
Hey, Coach, come see the bust I made.
Oh, don't you think you should get into some dry clothes first?
Oh, in a minute, honey. I want to check out Jack's bust.
Okay. Look, I shouldn't have gotten so carried away over one silly little remark.
Oh, that is very nice of you. I'm really very sorry, Mrs. Lubbock.
Oh, Elizabeth.
I'm Kate.
Truce?
Absolutely. I always end up putting my foot in my mouth.
Oh, well, I've done that too.
It's just that I find it impossible to keep my big mouth shut when I see a woman whose life is a pale, meaningless shadow of what it could be. I've done it again.
We have snide Elizabeth, and I love that. It's authentic. She tries, and I think is the bigger person later in this very scene, but she still gets that little dig in, which I really enjoy. And I think it's important to note that Elizabeth loves her life, while Kate would hate it, and probably vice versa. And I think both of these are very valid. The show clearly wants us to see Kate as the villain and the shrew. Now, Kate's clearly not a good person, but I still think it's worth noting that the same message could have been conveyed in a way that doesn't villainize Kate, but at the same time, we also would have lost the message of this episode, and I don't see it happening as easily in 1988 as it might today. So, hey, when we do our requel, maybe this is a scene that could be, revisited, but in a different way.
Honey, shh, we're trying to eavesdrop.
I'm going in there.
Me too.
Marie!
Cindy!
Wow!
Another boy? You were supposed to be conning her into letting you stay so that you could hang out with me.
Marie, I can explain
Oh,
this.
nice technique.
Yeah, well,
I taught him everything he knows.
That was smart. You're blushing, Marie.
Will you just listen to me for a minute?
Will you look at Miss Grown-Up, Miss Responsible, Miss Nazi? I give up. I've had it with you ingrates. I don't need this abuse.
Marie?
So what sister sent you to con me this time?
No one did. I came up here because I wanted to talk to you.
Oh, and the next thing you're going to tell me is that you didn't care about going out with Wendy or Cindy.
Marie, I didn't. I came over here because I wanted to go out with you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, prove it.
Okay. Well, I'm up here talking to you, right? When I could be downstairs talking to Wendy or Cindy or anybody else.
Well, if you're going to be logical, I don't want to talk.
Oh.
I don't want you to leave either.
Oh.
Wow, that means you're in charge.
Me?
Cindy, this is fabulous. Now we can do anything we want. No, that means I have to answer to Mom and Dad.
Oh, boy, it's just like you to always think of yourself.
Since you're the next oldest, you're in charge.
Hey, I don't want to be in charge. I want a party.
Heck, I'll be in charge.
Here, enjoy.
Oh, boy. I hereby give myself permission to call a boy.
Breaks my heart. Wendy and Cindy immediately ruin things for Marie. And I feel so bad for Marie here, especially with Wendy and Cindy just piling on. It is just such a betrayal. I also love that she gives the whistle to Cindy, who is next in line in age, even if it's just by a few minutes. In a few episodes, I think she would have handed the whistle to Wendy regardless, but here she doesn't. It goes straight to Cindy. The line also, well, if you're going to be logical, I don't want to talk. That's just funny. And I really want to say that Heather Langenkamp, she commanded this entire scene. It was so well done, just so powerful.
Funky, show me what's tight.
Yak and Heidi! Doesn't matter who's wrong or right.
Love it!
Beat it! Beat it! Beat it!
Thanks for the use of the guitar, Jack.
I made this too, you know.
Let's get some food working, gang.
Yeah, I want to cook that fish I found in my pants.
Oh, one second here. Everyone, I want to say something before we eat.
If this is about what a great lover I am, half the women here already know.
Where does he come up with them?
Klaus, could you hold the prattle for a while? I owe someone here an apology. And I don't want to embarrass the person by saying who it is, but please know that I am very sorry.
It's her husband, huh?
I don't think so.
Prattle?
It's him, all right.
No, Graham, it's me.
Huh?
Now you humiliate me. Calling this nice woman a baby factory wasn't enough, huh?
What? Forget it. It's over.
I'll tell you how the hell it is.
I did not humiliate you. I merely said what everyone else here was thinking.
I want to talk about what you said
So
about my...
now you're thinking for everyone. Usually you only think for me.
Well, somebody's got to.
I want another apology.
Maybe you can learn a thing or two about a woman from Elizabeth here.
Apology accepted.
This is your idea of a woman?
Hey, that's over the line. Come on.
I should say so.
Oh, is that how you want me? Barefoot and pregnant?
She's not barefoot.
Just saying. Kate has a point.
On our head,
You have no room in your universe for someone this simple and happy, do you?
What the hell is going on here?
There is nothing wrong with being a wife and a mother.
Well, then what the hell am I going to school for?
I'll tell you what
You're
it is.
the asshole.
And you're terrible in bed.
You're a hyper little man.
Elizabeth, help me out here. I don't know who to belt first.
Oh, honey, it's not important.
So I'll start with the little guy.
No, well, how can you just sit there? I mean, do you think it would be better if I started yelling too? I think I should tell these people how much I love my life. How much I love taking care of you and the kids. And that I would never, ever call being a housewife a job or a career. Oh, it is far too important for that.
That's exactly what you should tell them.
Oh, you can't argue with people who are tearing their tents apart.
What?
They're a shooting star.
Oh, yeah.
Right there in her Cassiopeia.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, I was just remembering how we used to watch the stars from our fire escape in New York. We'd bundle up all the kids on a winter night. Oh, and you'd use that broken mop handle to point out all the constellations.
Yeah.
And I would feel so blessed and so happy to have you and the kids. And so sad for all the people in the world who never take time to even notice the stars. Honey.
Yeah?
Let's go home.
We have a time lapse here, which is important for something I'll point out later. There's a really nice juxtaposition of the two gatherings here, which I think was done really well. Kate showed herself to be, a better person here, striving to be, that better person. I'm glad there was an apology scene, even though it immediately went south. I also think it's really telling that the women immediately teamed up against Elizabeth while the men are very traditional. This episode is wild with just like patriarchy messaging, and I don't really like it. I think that might be why this is one of my least favorite episodes. I don't know. It's something about it just kind of rubs me the wrong way. But the quiet solace of Graham and Elizabeth, how much I love taking care of you and the kids, even that feels a little weird to me. If I could just rewrite one line, it would be how much I love you and the kids. And that would have made it feel so much better for me. But again, I'm watching a show from 1988 through, the lens of tapping the glasses because of my lens, through the lens of 2024. So something that's standing out to me, I don't know that it would have in 1988 in the same way.
This is all wrong! I only invited one boy over!
Listen to me, please. This is way out of hand, and since I'm the one in charge, I've got to get these guys to leave or my parents will kill me. Will you help me? I'm desperate.
I will if you kiss me on the lips.
I'm desperate, not stupid.
Honey! Someone tipped over the trash in the kitchen. It's a mess.
So what are you telling me for?
You're in charge.
I'm not in charge.
Fine. Let the trash rot.
JR, clean it up.
I thought you were in charge.
I'm not.
If I were in charge, I sure wouldn't have all these boys over.
Sherry, how'd you like
Not a chance.
Cindy, I need a word with you.
I'm dancing.
They'll never know you're gone.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Cindy.
And I don't even know any of them.
Could I have the attention of just one of your 4 or 5 brain cells?
Oh, do you need a guy?
No. Here. I can't take the responsibility. You be in charge. You explain all this to Mom and Dad.
No, wait, Connie.
Excuse me. Let's dance.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Wendy.
And I don't even know them.
Grow up, Wendy.
What's with you?
Connie freaked.
She said since Marie was nowhere to be found that you should be in charge.
Hey, you know what's...
Out of here! Now! Where's Marie? Where's Marie? Where is Marie?
She's upstairs in her bedroom with a boy.
This is about the youngest we ever actually see Connie, I feel like. Her character grows a bit more over time. Now, Connie mentions Cindy's 4 or 5 brain cells. I believe this is the first serious reference we've had to Cindy being dumb. When Connie says that Marie is upstairs in her bedroom with a boy, though, oh, I loved it. I love that look that Cindy gives Connie. It is fantastic. That would have been given to Wendy in a few episodes, because despite everything, Cindy would not have sold out one of her sisters like that. And I really, really, really appreciate that.
Okay, there's Cassiopeia. And there's Orion.
Oh, I need a mop handle to do this right.
What in the Sam Hill is going on up here?
That wasn't you, was it?
If you don't talk to your mother, you'll have to talk to me.
Graham, please.
I'm leaving.
Marie, I depended on you
To be the adult. I know.
What happened?
I'm not sure. The last thing I remember, I was ironing a shirt. It scorched and everything got hazy.
Marie, I
Need a better explanation than that.
Yes.
I'm not sure.
You said that already, Marie.
Graham!
Sorry, I'm going.
Mommy, no, managing all those kids is really hard.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. No one likes you when you're in charge. They all treated me like I was Hitler. They all acted like I actually enjoyed enforcing all your dumb rules. That was a bad choice of words.
It sure was. I'm leaving, I swear.
Mom, all I can tell you is that when Mark told me that I was pretty, the last thing I wanted to be was in charge. I mean, I'm just
a kid, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when do I
Get to have some fun.
Yeah.
Oh, Marie. I'm sorry, I kind of forgot about that.
So this is your fault.
Oh, nice try, Marie.
Good night, Daddy.
What the hell is going on?
Graham.
Night, Marie. What's going on? What's happening? I couldn't hear.
Oh, Graham, let's just pretend this whole day never happened.
No! How could I forget it? It was a terrible day. I mean, all I wanted was for you to make some new friends. Elizabeth,
Here, honey, hold this.
would you stop and tell me... What are you doing?
I'm camping out with the best friend I could ever have.
Oh, me!
Just the 10 of us will continue in a moment.
And there's good old Orion.
Yeah, he hasn't aged a day.
Yeah, now let's see. Where's that darn Gemini?
Honey, shouldn't that be pointed up in the sky rather than over there at the boys' dorm?
Not until all their lights are out and our daughters are safe.
Graham, go to sleep.
Now, Orion could be seen in California in mid-May, maybe, if you had a clear horizon right after sunset. Maybe. You definitely would not be able to see Cassiopeia and Orion at the same time at this time of year. And it's clearly several hours after sunset. So, that's just a little, fictional creative license. Maybe Marie doesn't know what the constellations are and she's just pointing at them, which I'm not sure I believe that. Again, Heather Langenkamp acted the crap out of this scene, out of pretty much every scene she had in this episode. And while I don't really care for this overall episode, this scene is fantastic, and I so appreciated seeing Elizabeth and Marie have such a nice scene, as I really wanted more. I also really like that Elizabeth emphasizes Graham as her best friend. I feel like this was not the norm in 1988, and that, to me, is really special about this show. All right, that's all we have. Most of you have probably bailed, and that's okay, because I'm about to do the same. Thank you so much for watching with me, as always. Even with episodes I don't like, I still adore the show. It's such a great show. I love everything about it. It is my comfort food that I think we all kind of need right now. So thanks for watching. Here in a couple weeks, we will be jumping ahead to Season 2. My goal is to do the opener of Season 2, and then a few weeks after that, if you're watching this kind of in live time, I hope to jump ahead just a little bit and do a special Christmas episode. We had a Christmas episode in Season 2. I'm going a little bit out of order so that we can enjoy that before Christmas. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.